I was fishing out of the woods off a big cliff one day. It was pleasant and peaceful, but I kept hearing this weird sound. It sounded like a fake bird call, and it was happening all around me. At some points, I got a little spooked, and I started walking up the steep embankment behind me, when I saw a massive figure dart in between some trees ahead of me. At this point, I turned around and quickly jumped. I glided down to the water and flew right above the surface, pulling up when I saw some people. In the sky above, I saw that the people in the lake were having a party in a big pool above a waterfall. I descended in an arc, flying above the people towards the fall, touching down in the water before I reached it. The fall fed through a hole in the rock, which I crawled through and jumped. I nosedived with the waterfall, but pulled up before I hit the water below. I flew onto the beach cave under the fall and landed on the soft, cool sand. There were people under there talking about shady secrets and old things, but there was something else. A run-down old arcade sat at the edge of the cliff where the vegetation was starting to grow. The place was dimly lit, but full of kids running this way and that. The old arcade machines made loud noises, and the place seemed quite lively despite its rundown nature. I exchanged $1 for quarters, but found more quarters in my pocket when I went to put the first 4 in, and I moved over to some arcade machines in the back of the room. A lot of the old arcade cabinets were broken, but I found a janky claw machine that works, and I played it once for 50 cents. I continued to look around when I saw Future standing by some bumper cars. I went over to him and greeted him politely and asked what the party was for. He said that it was one of his parents' friend's son's birthday, and that he had been invited. I gave him a handful of quarters because he looked sad, like he usually does, before moving on to the back of the arcade, where they had 2 big party rooms full of kids, and in front of that, freezers full of ridiculous amounts of ice cream. I saw the other 2 times getting out a large bag, and thought, who else would throw a party like this but them or their friends?